Welcome! In this video we continue on with Chapter 8 of The Haunting of Dale in the Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth. So down at the table on our app we can see we are ready for Ollie's rampage, or at least hopefully we're ready. Going in, Ursa's forces are gathering to attack Dale. Before marching her army to the city, however, she has sent Ollie and a small band of warriors to breach the eastern wall. Must defend Dale from the troll, or Dale will be weak when Ursa attacks. The next adventure will be on a battle map. So we'll confirm into that and check for our items. And it looks like our silver circlet is moving up to a 7 flame crown. And that upgrades to increase your inspiration limit by 2 when you perform a spirit test. You may deplete this item to prepare 1 card from the test, but no one's going to be wearing that. Because basically I've got Legolas with the Forget Me Never, and Gimli is using the Dust Treaders. But we can still upgrade to have it for later if we want to change what we're using. We each have 8 XP, and I'll just leave it at that. We're staying with the Guardian and Hunters. Alright, you wake to the sound of horns, the midnight watch alerting all of Dale to an attack on the walls. You rush to grab your gear and assemble with Dale's soldiers on the eastern wall. Place battle maps as indicated. So I'll just move these out for now. And bring in our maps. And zoom out some. This section of Dale's wall is slightly lower. Place the following terrain: 5 walls and 2 elevations. Looks like we get some there. And those along the break. And there's our elevations. So elevation, while a figure is in a space with elevation, their ranged attack can target a figure 1 additional space away. Figures in a space with elevation are in range only if the attacker is in a space with elevation. Alright. Walls offer a high vantage to the surrounding area. While in a space with elevation, you may ignore walls when determining range for an attack. You report to a soldier on the wall. He informs you that scouts in the eastern hills reported a small band of warriors marching toward Dale, following a cave troll. Your orders are to defend Dale. Several dwarven machines are stationed along the top of the wall. Place a search token as indicated. This is a ballista. So that goes there. Dale's alliance with the Lonely Mountain has benefited their defenses greatly. Place a search token. We get another ballista. To one side of the wall, several barrels have been stacked to tip over the wall on approaching enemies. They must hold something unpleasant inside. So there we have some barrels. The eastern gate is used only rarely, and the road is littered with rocks and fallen trees. 5 boulders and 2 logs. Right there. Just moving everything back and forth. And some logs. More soldiers are gathering behind the wall along with the healers and message runners. Place a search token. Your section of the eastern wall has a small access gate for messengers. It has been sealed and fortified in anticipation of the attack. Place each hero on one of the indicated spaces. You may split the party between the two spaces. Each hero scouts 2. Let's see if I move this over. I get most of the app. Oh well. We'll put us both right there, and we can scout 2. So I've already got resourceful up here, and you cannot pass for Gimli. Scouting 2. Let's see, Ancient Wisdom and Time of Need. We will prepare Time of Need. And for Gimli, let's see, Kinship and a Poet's Heart. We'll put down a Poet's Heart. All right, a minute of stillness washes over the wall. Chill wind makes you shiver. Then a cave troll emerges from the night, hefting a stout wooden beam, halting just beyond bow range. Place Ollie as indicated. Ollie wants to be here. Tried to play with positioning a little bit more. More foes appear around the troll, slinking out of the night with no torches to herald their approach. The scouts had not seen them. Dale could have been caught entirely unaware. Place a goblin scout. And a ruffian. With a sudden roar, Ollie hurls the wooden beam toward Dale. Flies like a javelin, smashing into the rocks of the wall and shattering. No true damage was done with the thick walls, but you felt the impact shake your bones. With such incredible strength, the troll won't need machines of war to break Dale's defenses. You hear soldiers calling orders and assembling in ranks. Conveying will be notified of this assault. Your only duty now is to stop the troll before the eastern wall breaks. Defeat Ollie. Action phase. Just double check. Use on the wall to attack foes at approach. May ignore walls when determining range. A figure attacks while in a space with elevation. Figures in the space with elevation. Okay. Ballista may be used against non-elite enemies. Ollie has increased armor, health, and sorcery. You cannot apply lethal or stun. What are we searching for? Oh. Well, I guess we'll try sending Gimli. Move 1, 2. And then request supplies. What's that going to give us? Soldiers readily share all they have with you. Choose one, scout 3, gain 2 in inspiration, or add 2 depletion tokens to an equipped item. Let's just start with 2. Then we'll have Legolas shoot here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 0 successes. Time of need. When you test, if you do not reveal any successes, you may discard this to convert all to successes. So now with 4 successes, we can get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, which will be more than enough to take out that and gain an inspiration. Then our second attack, we've got a range of 2 because we're here. We'll shoot that direction. And hopefully do better. All right, we got 2 successes and we can make it 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 successes, and we can spend 1 to get 2 more hits. And he goes away, and we gain an inspiration. And did we have a way to get through the wall? I guess that's what we'll have Gimli doing later. All right, so that's going to end our turn. So shadow phase, each hero gains an inspiration. He has no target. Move 1. Move 2 spaces towards the closest hero. So 1, 2. Ollie's strength and speed is intimidated, even for a seasoned traveler like you. He rips a large boulder from the ground, hurling in at Dale's defenses. Place Ollie as indicated and discard a boulder. Thrown projectile arcs over the wall, smashing into a guard station and upending several torches. Blaze quickly consumes the wooden structure while soldiers work to contain the damage. Place a fire pit. Soldiers on the wall are calm and efficient. As a symbol amid the chaos, their competence steals legs the spirit against the foe. Legolas may search their deck and discard for a weakness. Remove that weakness from the game, then reset your deck and scout 1. All right. So Legolas gets to go find his weakness and remove it from the game. Then reset our deck and scout 1. And time of need came back up. Fire doesn't pose any great threat to you, but if Ollie manages to cause enough destruction to Dale, this wall will still be weak when Ursa attacks with her army. One of the captain finds you in the chaos. We've had word from King Bane. There are reinforcements on the way, and we must bring the battle to our foes before the wall falls. The gate is ready to open for any brave enough to face the troll directly. Here adjacent to this wall can interact with it to exit. Which wall? Guess we'll find out. Hear the horns of arriving reinforcements and the answering hiss of your foes. Each hero gains an inspiration. Each hero nearby a fire suffers 2 face down, which I guess is Legolas, with spirit negating. While there's no nearby heroes, his spirit is up by 1, so he's got a spirit of 3. And Gimli is maxed out. Alright, so he does a spirit test. We got 1 success. We'll make it 2, so he's fine. Place a goblin scout. Right there. And where's the wall that we can... Oh well, a giant spider. Rally phase. Reset and scout 2. Alright, ready defense and a ready defense. We will prepare 1 ready defense, so when you test and negate, we get to add 1 success. And we'll put the other one on top. And over here, let's see. At the end of your turn, you may discard this to perform an action that you have not performed this turn. Yeah, we'll prepare that and put the other one on the bottom. All right, Gimli, 1, 2, and 1. Or will he? We'll go with him first. First shot, we're going to go after Ollie. One, 2, 3, 4. 1 success. We're going to spend yeah, all 3, because why wouldn't I? So we've got 4 successes, which allows us 9 hits. And it did cleave, which doesn't matter. No, can't attack back. We will have a second attack go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 success. That does 2 hits. And it cannot attack back. Oh, I forgot. In order to move, I need the other thing. We will use Tireless. At the end of your turn, you may discard this to perform an action that you have not performed this turn. We've done 2 attacks. I think we're going to try the barrels. Tip a barrel over the wall. Barrel falls to the ground, smashing anything beneath it. The liquid it contains smokes on contact with the air, and smoke smells sharp and foul. Apply 4 hits, Sunder and Smite, to an enemy adjacent to the wall. Continue. The 4 hits is going to be enough. Move it and gain some inspiration. So that's all he's got. So he's going to do 2 move actions. And that's going to end our turn, or the action phase. All right, each hero gains an inspiration. He's got no, well, he can move, well, no target because he can't get through that. Ollie stalks, mauling his great fits into mallets, move 2 spaces. He's got no bonuses, so he's got no target. I'm just moving up here. Ollie is determined to use everything within reach to break Dale's defenses. He hefts a fallen tree and flings it at the wall. Place him as indicated. And discard the log. All right, Ollie's aim is true. The dwarven weapons stationed along the wall are obvious targets. Discard the ballista, or I guess that's going to be both of them. Bits of smashed stone and rubble pelt your unprotected face, and the heat of the flames stings when you gasp for breath. The wall cannot hold for long. Each hero nearby a fire suffers 3 face down, with strength or might negating. So he has a might of 4 and has 1 auto success. So he is fine. He has a might of 2. And gets 2 successes. But we'll get 1 face down. Small band of brave soldiers advances on the foe directly. Each hero outside the wall gains 2 inspiration. Alright, you see a group of soldiers rush to the left flank of enemies with their short spears. The battle is bloody and too few soldiers remain standing in the aftermath. Each hero suffers 2 fear, with wisdom negating. Alright, Gimli, he can, with his ring mail, he can use his might instead. And he gets 1 auto success and can spend 1 there. And here 3. And he has one success, and he'll spin for a second. Place a ruffian. And an orc hunter. Then rally phase, scouting 2. Let's see. We will prepare the honed agility. And let's see, before you test, let me remove this to scout 1. We'll just prep the spirit and put the other on the bottom. So action phase, his first shot, 2 away, shooting at the troll. One, 2, 3, 4. Well, how nasty is that guy? 6, the spider. We're going to shoot at the spider first. We get 2 successes, which is going to give us 5 hits and cleave. And we get an inspiration. Now our second action, we'll shoot at the troll. And 1 success, we'll take it up to 3 successes, which is going to get us 7 hits and cleave. Enemy cannot attack. Then we're going to have Gimli. Fire threatens the city. He's going to try to contain the fire. Testing his wit, needing 3 out of a wit of 2. There is a chance, but that's not how we get it. So that's going to be a fail. Fire grows too fast. And he'll try it a second time. Still needs a 3. And that's not going to do it either. Okay, that ends that. Hero gains an inspiration. No one can get past the wall, so no target. So he moves up. So he's only got a range of 1, and he can't shoot without the elevation. So no target. Or counts its arrows. Move 2 spaces towards the closest space adjacent to a hero. And same thing, no target. Place Ollie is indicated. Discard the boulder. And see what that did. His aim is perfect and wall around the gate cracks from the massive impact. Soon soldiers are scrambling off of that section to avoid the collapse. Discard this wall and elevation. Uh-oh. To rubble. So while in a space with rubble, we may use the rubble as an equipped item. Ollie's destroyed one of Dale's eastern defenses, but you could still rebuild before Ursa attacks if you can stop the troll from doing too much further damage. Forces of Dale spread thin, but they are still able to lay down covering volleys which drive the foes back. You may move each enemy one space away from the wall. Okay. Or did I want to do that? Because I could have just moved Gimli in there for an attack. Yeah, I'm not going to move them. Just going to keep them all there. Rally phase. Scout 2. Let's go all out on Ollie. All right, we get a success. And we'll put the wit on the bottom. Undying Might. We'll prepare that and put the success on top. All right, standing is a ground. Just going to shoot Ollie. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 successes. We'll make it 4 successes. And that's going to be 9 hits plus cleave. Seven, 8, 9. And the enemy does not have ranged. So then second attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are just going to use Time of Need to make that 2 successes, which will give us 5 hits. Enemy cannot attack back. And then Gimli moving and attacking with his battle axe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And And he's got 2 successes, which will be 6 hits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, remove Ollie. You or a nearby hero gains an inspiration. We'll give that to Legolas. He strikes the final blow, and Ollie snarls as he falls to his knees. Dale imprisoned me in the mountain. Ursa freed me to see Dale fall. She is coming, and Dale will burn. Lore increases by 2. The great troll fallen. Ursa's allies flee to the east. The soldiers of Dale cheer your names, even as the citizens of Dale look bleakly around at the destruction Ollie wreaked on the city. Repairs will be made as soon as possible to prepare for the battle yet to come. Heroes win. Well, that's the quickest scenario I've ever done. Let's see, lore increases by 3. Each hero gains 4 experience, so we're up to 12. After you review the details of Ursa's latest schemes and chaos with King Bane, you return to the inn for the night of feverish slumber. You dream of an army and of death, and of an ancient hatred rekindled as the foundations of Dale built anew. High-pitched screams and the deep changing of the bells jar you from your nightmares. For a moment you mistake the orange light outside your window as the coming dawn. Then the crackling and splitting of collapsing wood and the words shouted by horses' voices in the street catch up with you. Fire, foes, fire. Ursa and her army have come to Dale. So that's going to be it, but next up is Dale is Burning. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.